I have today on this set a trained sexologist. She's one of the best in the world, trained Christian sexologist. She's in charge of wholesome sexuality ministry. And we're going to ask her tough questions. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Tough questions. Question number 1. Are you ready? This is tough. This one is very tough. Very tough, very tough question.
Okay. It has popped on your screen. Now go back, subscribe, like, comment, share. We're not holding this thing. We're in the business of spreading the gospel of sex. So you might as well just share it. Instead of sharing unholy, unclean, and ungodly content, please, now I'm begging people, share this content. Take it to the world. Tell people about it. Have you done that? So today we're going to be talking about something very interesting. It's been coming up over time, and a lot of women are the ones asking this question. I've got a few men here and there, and basically they're always saying, do I always feel like? Should I always feel like? What if I don't feel like? So today I'm going to be talking about 2 different types of sex in marriage. And let's put it out there, because some people still take this content and then go and say they want to go and check it out and they're not married. 2 different types of sex in marriage. One is dutiful, beautiful sex. And the second is beautiful, beautiful sex. Got it? So 2 types of sex, dutiful and beautiful. So I'll take the first one as it sounds, dutiful sex. Dutiful, when you think of dutiful, you think of duty, you think of responsibility, you think of obligation, you think of compulsion, right? Things you do out of duty. Yes, I know they say division of mathematics. Mathematics is the study of math. Well, dutiful sex is a sex you have because you feel obligated to, because you feel is your responsibility, because you feel you owe it to the person. So you're not doing it because you want to, you're not doing it because you're pleasured by it, you're not doing it because you're fulfilled by it, you're doing it because you're doing it as a duty, as a routine, as an obligation, as a chore. Yes, there are days we feel like that. There are days you are not up to it, genuinely not up to it. There are days you've had a long day and, right, your spouse wants to have sex and you do it not because you want to. That's dutiful sex. Does it make it wrong? No, it doesn't make it wrong, right? I mean, our bodies belong to each other. Our bodies belong to one another. So we get to get intimate. We get to share our bodies. The fact is dutiful doesn't make it wrong, doesn't make it bad. I mean, there's some dutiful sex that translates to beautiful. If your mind's in it, if your heart is in it, if you truly love and respect this person and you are committed to pleasing and pleasuring your spouse, most dutiful sex turns to beautiful sex. That's the one that some people also say, we are angry with each other, we are quarreling with each other, we're having a misunderstanding, but we have to have sex with each other, right? That is also dutiful sex, the one you do out of obligation, right? That's dutiful sex. Now, the second type of sex is beautiful. This is my favorite way I said it. Beautiful, the one that you go all out, all the fireworks, all the excitement, all the love. I also call it mindful sex. This sex you have with your spouse where you are all in it. Your mind, your spirit, your body, your intuition, everything is in it to give and receive pleasure from your spouse. That's beautiful sex. So this will just let you know that sex in marriage is not always beautiful and is not always dutiful. But this is where I would like to draw the line. If you are having if the frequency of your dutiful sex is higher than your beautiful sex, then there's a problem. It's okay if it happens once in a while. It's okay if it's out of stress or what. But the moment it becomes higher, the moment you're having more dutiful than beautiful, that is a cause for worry. So what do? First, you apply the principle of communication. You sit your spouse down and say, babe, what is happening? Right? I'm beginning, so if you're the one that has been giving dutiful, you start the conversation with like, I'm beginning to feel used, right? I'm no longer a party to the intercourse we've been having, right? I'm just doing it because I don't want to hurt my body. I'm doing it because I don't want to keep myself from you, but I'm not happy doing this, right? You start the conversation. This is time where you and your spouse now sit down and get to talk. So what's happening? Why are you feeling like this? Why have you, or why are we, what's happening? What can we do? How can we make it better? And in situations where you are not making any headway, either one party not agreeing or one party being stuck in his or her own ways, right? It's time to see a counselor. Can you imagine? We're here, Wholesome Sexuality is here. It's time to reach out, right? I need help. I've noticed that this is happening more than this. I desire to have a beautiful sexual experience with my spouse, but what I'm experiencing is not beautiful. I'm doing it as a chore. I'm doing it as work. I'm doing it as responsibility, right? I would say, oh, that's dutiful. So when the frequency of your dutiful is higher than that of your beautiful, it's a red flag. That's a cause for alarm, right? So what do? You sit your spouse down and have a conversation around it. What's happening? What are we not doing right? Is there a problem with our relationship already? What can we do to make it work? And when you're not making a headway with your spouse, right, then it's time to come to us. Come to Wholesome Sexuality. We're here. We would help you figure out. Sometimes some people find it difficult to open up without a mediator, right? And that's what we'll do for you. We'll help you. We'll give you a comfortable and convenient environment to have these conversations. What can we do? How can we do it better? What do we need to do to make it better? Because it takes two of you to make it happen. When dutiful is higher than beautiful, there's a problem. Am I saying that you cannot have all beautiful experiences? No, goodness, no. You can, as I'm saying this, some people have never experienced dutiful. Beautiful sex all the way. It's amazing. It creates more bond, more glue to each other, right? Dutiful, of course, this is just to make you aware that and make you know that you're not abnormal, right? It happens. It's out there. It happens. But do not give room for your dutiful sex to be more than your beautiful sex. You see why I say you should subscribe? See why I say you should like? See why I say you should comment and share? You might not be the person needing this content right now, but you need to tell the world about it. Like I always say, together we are spreading the gospel of sex the God way. So like they exist. Layman terms, tickle spots, turn on spots, stimulating spots. Basically put, erotic zones. Places that, when touched rightly, sends waves to the brain and tells the brain something is about to happen right here. Yes, that's what it is. Having said that, we know that we are all different, as our faces are different, so our bodies different, so are our erogenous zones different. But studies show that there are 31 of these zones. Yes, no, you have been shortchanging yourself. You that says, sex is boring, like, I'm done. What more is there? After kissing, you squeeze breast. After squeezing breast, you penetrate. That's it. You are missing. There are 31 known erotic zones, scientifically proven. And guess what? God created them. They are all on the human body. But you see where the problem is people don't want to take their time to discover these places. People don't want to take their time to enjoy, the secret of exploration. People don't want to do it. People are lazy. Yeah, I said it. You are lazy. If you are still going through that map that says kiss, breast, penetrate, you are what? Lazy. Oh yeah, come closer. Pull your ears. There are 31 known erotic zones. And I'm going to be telling you some. I will not tell you all 31 because our people don't like to do work. If I tell you all the 31 now, tomorrow now the map will change. You will now restrict yourself to those 31. As our faces are different, our bodies are different, we react to touch differently. So it might be erotic for me. It just might not be erotic for you. So you need to, I'm about to say that word again, our familiar word on this face. You need to communicate with your spouse. Find out what turns he or she on. This is just to help. It's not cast on stone because I'm waiting in my DM. Some people will still come and tell me, but you said the earlobe is erotic. I have squeezed, I have touched, I have caressed, I have kissed, I have pinched. It's not turning her on. It will not turn her on. It's not her own erotic zone. It just exists there. There are scientifically proven nerves that exist there. That foundation being laid, let's dig right in. So our topic for today is erogenous zones. How to stimulate, how to find, appreciate, and stimulate these zones. Number one is going to be the scalp. The scalp. Everybody look at your scalp. Look at this here. Yeah, this side here. Yeah. Yes. Have you ever wondered why when you're in the salon and you're stressed and the technician puts his or her hand into your head and is washing your head and gives you some sort of a massage on your head, you start feeling tingly? Don't feel bad. There are nerves there. There are nerves in your scalp that are responsible for that. So number one erogenous zone would be your scalp. Number two would be your ears, earlobe. There's sometimes when your spouse just maybe is kissing you and, brushes his or her tongue by your ear, you go, ugh. Yes, that's it. There's a nerve there that is responsible for that. You can like to, when you feel like that, instead of snapping out, instead of stopping your spouse, you lean in a bit, get closer, say, you can like to stay there small, That's an erogenous zone. Another erogenous zone would be your wrists, inner wrists and palm. Growing up, where I grew up, in those days, when a guy shakes your palm, or when you shake a man, or when you shake somebody of the opposite sex, and he uses his fingertip to kind of tickle your hair, you know, there's something you feel like, what's that? We're told that anybody that does that is a bad person. It's a bad person. And well, it's a bad person, but bring your mind back now in your home, now with your husband. You know, imagine your husband passing and then, you know, shakes your hand and just tickles you there. It's a sign that he wants to have sex with you. When he tickles you in the center of your palm, there are nerves that are responsible for the feeling you felt when you were touched there. These are places you need to explore. These are places you need to explore. As you can see, I have not talked about the lips. I have not talked about the lips. We're still on the body. I think I've given you 3 now. The 4th one is the areola. Some people call it areola. Areola. Yes. So you see that part. If you have a child, when you're breastfeeding, you're told to make sure that the baby, the whole areola, is inside the mouth of the baby. Now, the areola is the black surrounding or the dark colored part of the breast, not the nipple. The nipple is the mouth, is the tip of the breast. Then there's a dark colored skin around, then you have the breast. That area is very sensitive. That is another erogenous zone. So how do you stimulate it? Good thing, when God was creating women, he gave us 2 breasts. When he was creating us, both men and women gave us 2 breasts. So while your mouth is doing work on one, the other one, your hand is doing, you have 2 hands. Your hand, feathery touch, not squeeze, not pinch. Feathery touch with the tips of your finger. The tips of your finger is another erogenous zone. So imagine using the tips of your finger to run through the areola of your wife. I'm not going there. You will hear testimonials very soon. The next erogenous zone is your skin. The skin is the most sensitive organ of the body. Your skin. Because underneath the skin, all the nerves and veins and muscles are running through. But you see, the issue with the skin is that people are not patient. You're not patient. You just want to just you know, sensual touch, you know, feathery touch. You know what feathery touch is? Get a chicken feather and run it through your skin. There's a tingly feel it gives. That feeling is what is expected of you to do with your fingertips, you know, with your heart, with your mind. Imagine running through your spouse's skin with your tips of your finger and looking him or her straight in the eyes. Oh yeah, come back. Come back. We're back to class. Yes. Another erogenous zone will be the navel. You know, because it's really close, your navel, your belly button, that thing there. Yes. It's really close to the pelvic area. So the nerves still spread across. It's very sensitive. If you'll be truthful to yourself, when your spouse is trying to take off your clothing and his hand brushes across there, there's a feeling. I really don't know why people don't take advantage of these feelings. I don't know if people don't take advantage of all these emotions, this rush of emotions that come as a result of these brushes. You know, like I always say, some women would never have an orgasm via penetrative sex. But imagine that you know that her skin is sensitive, that you know that her navel is sensitive, and you spend time caressing, you know, massaging, loving, appreciating, and acknowledging these zones on her or his body. Tell me you would not have beautiful lovemaking experience. Tell me, and I'll ask you to go back and do it again. The next erogenous zone will be the pubic area. I did not say the vagina. I did not say the vulva. I said the pubic area. Okay, so I can call it the pelvic region, right? The pelvic region, you know where your pelvics are? Exactly. That region is also very sensitive. It's very sensitive. It's very sensitive. Spend time exploring and enjoying, right? For the man, right, the tip of his penis is very sensitive. Sometimes when the man penetrates the woman, they are not able to stimulate the tip of the penis. And it now looks like he's having an endless marathon, right? Yes. The problem is that the tip of his penis is not properly stimulated. When you stimulate the tip of his penis, it's difficult for him to withhold his ejaculation. Very difficult. Another erogenous zone out of 31. Which one should I give? Which one should I give? Which one should I give? Okay, I've given the tip of the penis, so I'm going to give the clitoris. So since I have spoken about the tip of the penis, I'm going to be talking about the clitoris. Okay, remember this? Yes, this is the vulva. And this right here is the clitoris, right? But I always say this is an insult to the clitoris. This is just the tip of the clitoris. The actual structure of the clitoris is like this. That means that she has legs, nerve endings connecting through the labia majora, inside the vagina. So you see, the whole of the vulva is an erogenous zone. So when you spend time caressing, kissing, licking, sucking, fingering, spend time here, you would have a well-stimulated spouse in your hands, right? For the man again, let me just give you one more tip. For the man again, underneath his feet is an erogenous zone, right under his feet. So you have some men that when you touch them, when you try to do them a foot massage, pedicure, they can't actually control themselves. It's because of all the nerves in that area. So the basic reason for this session is this. Go home, explore your spouse, knowing fully well that she is beyond her lips, her breasts, her vagina. He is beyond his lips, his chest, his penis. Find other zones, the earlobe, the nape, the back of the neck, the small of the back, the bum, the skin. Spend time exploring and enjoy yourself while exploring. Spend time exploring your spouse and come back and give us testimonials. Till I come your way again, my name is Vera, Chikezie, okay? I'm the sexologist for wholesome sexuality. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, and send us a message on WhatsApp if you are in need of counseling.